Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James and this is Astro Motivation, where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little inspiration and motivation per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before a time of iPhones and iPads and this and that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm excited to bring you guys a very well requested topic, and that is how to find your second marriage partner within the birth chart, okay? And so as an astrologer, what I use to summarize and intuit where you will meet your second marriage partner and if you will have a second marriage in life will be through the ninth house. The ninth house carries the energy of your second marriage, okay? And if you will even have a second marriage. Now, I already did a precursor video to this video, which was all about divorce and second marriage indicators, to see if this current video is even relevant to you, okay? Some of us won't even need this video because we don't even have the first indicators to show if we are granted, you know, access to the ninth house or we'll have a second marriage in our life. So I really do implore you to go ahead and watch that video, which I will link in this video or within this description box, to see if you have those indicators to show if you will be someone who is granted second marriage or if you even have a second marriage. You know, like I said, some of us will just stop at the first marriage and live happily ever after, right? So go ahead and watch that video, and if you have those indicators, then come back to this video, all right? But if you do, all right, you will then take those factors, we will go into the ninth house, and from there, what we will do is we will have to trace the Lord of the ninth house, okay? Now, when I say lords, everyone like goes crazy. Everyone goes crazy when I say the lords of the ninth house. What I mean by lord of the ninth house is the ruling planet of the sign that is on your ninth house, okay? So for example, not saying this is you, just for example's sake, let's say you have an Aries ninth house, right? The ruler or the lord of Aries is the planet Mars, right? So when I say the Lord of your ninth house, I'm referring to the planet Mars, okay? And so from there, what I would do is I would trace Mars, the planet Mars, through your birth chart. And wherever Mars is sitting in whatever house, that is what I would be referring to. Let's say Mars is in the 11th house, right? That would mean that the ninth Lord is in the 11th house, you see? So try to take that example and plug in those factors as they relate to you. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, to be a little bit more clear for you, I'm gonna go ahead and paste some of the lordships and rulers within this section here, okay? And follow that. Go ahead and match that up to where your ninth house is. What sign is on your ninth house? And then go ahead and trace where, you know, that planet is for you, and then from there tap the corresponding timestamp within this video to see where you will meet your second marital partner and who they will be and how they will be in that second marriage, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. If your ninth house ruler is sitting in the first house or an Aries sign, this is going to show that for you, your second marriage is going to be someone where they are a lot like you, okay? They may even look like you a little bit. They may also be someone that you may not like initially, right? When anything is going into the first house or an Aries sign, this is going to show that for you, this is going to somewhat be a little bit of a jarring experience in the initial first meeting of your partner, okay? It could be the type of experience where the person may, you know, bump into you and you're like, excuse me, that was rude. And then all of a sudden you look at the person and you're like, oh, okay, this person's kind of cute. Like, that is the type of occurrence that would happen. This is also shown that when you have the ninth Lord going into the first house, that this person could approach you or you could approach them, right? It could go either way, right? More times than not, depending on the placement, it would show that the person is approaching you. But like I said, it could be in a very not so graceful manner. It could be in something that it could be like, oh my God, like I know someone who has the ninth Lord in the first house and they met their second husband or their second partner through the partner smacking them on the butt. You see how that's not very graceful, that's not very nice. It's something that's like, excuse you, that was rude. And you see, then all of a sudden, they look at the person and it's like, oh, okay, this person's, let me give them a chance. You see, there's also potential for you to meet your first ruler, well, yeah, your second marriage partner. There is potential for you to meet this person during a sporting event, okay? Or some type of competition, some type of game or rally, something where there is something to be won or something to be gained. More times than not, like a NASCAR race derby or a polo match or let's say a game, a football game, a baseball game, something where competitive sports are being played is also where this person could be met for you, okay? So that is how you will meet your person. Your person will be a lot like you. You'll meet them at a sporting event, and you may not like the person initially, okay? It may be a big enemies to lovers kind of trope that may play out with this type of placement, okay? But in the end, you do find that this person is a lot like you, okay? So this is what would happen when your ninth lord ruler is going into the first house of your birth chart, okay? Let's say you have your ninth house ruler in the second house, okay? If your ninth lord ruler is in the second house, this is going to show that your partner is going to share a lot of morals and values as yourself. You're going to come from similar types of ambitions, or you're going to have similar morals, similar values that you have in life. This is also going to show that this person could be very monetarily stable or bring a lot of money and stability into your life, aka a rich partner. This is one of those rich indicators of your marriage partner, okay? Especially your second marriage, okay? Your second marriage partner will be quite monetarily stable, or like I said, they will be stable enough to make your situation a little better. They will be very good with money. They will be someone that is a little bit more stable in life, and they have the potential, depending on what the sign is on that second house, to be rich, okay? But more times than not, they will be very good with money, and they will add stability to your life, okay? You could meet this person while you are handling money, funny enough, or while you are around very good food or nice high quality luxurious goods or items, okay? More times than not, this shows like an upscale environment that you meet your partner in, right? Perhaps you are in a mall or an upscale, clothing store, or you are handling money, or you are around very good food. You will find bull symbolism, like bull, like with the horns. You will find that symbolism on the first date of the encounter of your partner, okay? Or you will find that there is high quality food being a big, indicator around the first date, around the first moment, the first encounters of you and your partner. Whether it's on your first date, maybe you go to a very upscale restaurant and there's meat being served, high quality meat, or you go to a restaurant and there's bull symbolism around, right? So look out, when you are on a date with someone who may capture your eye or be of interest to you, and see if there's high quality environments around. Are you in a high quality environment? Are you in a luxurious environment where good food is being served, good wine is being served, high quality meats are being served? Maybe you are handling money, or money is around the environment, okay, in which you meet your person, okay? You could also meet your person at a bank, right? A bank, they could be someone that is taking money from you as far as like a cashier. Remember, you're going to be meeting your person while you are handling money, or you are around luxurious items or luxurious goods or high quality food. All right, so this is the symbolism that will be around when you meet your second marriage partner, okay? And that is what will be, this is how the person will be when you meet them, okay? As far as them sharing the same morals, the same values as yourself, them being also someone who's really good with money, all right? They would also be quite handsome. I mean, it is going into the second house, which is originally ruled by Taurus, but this varies and changes depending on what the sign is on your second house, okay? So we already know that your ninth lord ruler is going into your second house, but the sign on your second house will also play into some of the factors in which you will meet your person. And because I don't have your chart in front of you, you would just have to let me know in the comments what that is for you. What is the sign on your second house? Because it's going to show, you know, a little bit more detail as to the first occurrence of the meeting of the partner and who the partner is and what the marriage will be and so forth and so on. Okay, so let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. Are you excited to be finding a very wealthy or very rich second partner? Because this kind of gives you very high chances for that. All right, I want you to go to malls. I want you to frequent high upscale, you know, environments. Go to steakhouses, right, where really good high quality food is around. That could be where you meet your second partner. Okay, so that was that on that. Let me know your information in the comments below, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Let's say your ninth lord ruler is going into the third house. This is going to show that you have high potential to meet your second marital partner within environments that are quite social. You can meet them also in your local neighborhood, you know, the coffee shop, a grocery store. You could also be meeting them they could be a neighbor of yours, okay? They literally might be next door or across the street from you, okay? Or live in the same complex as you do. They could be a neighbor of yours. This also shows high potential because the third house is originally ruled by Gemini, which is now a new modern symbol for social media. So you can meet this person on TikTok, on Hinge, on Bumble, on any of the internet dating apps is where you can meet your second marital partner. This person is going to be quite chatty though, okay? They're going to be someone who really values communication. They're going to be quite chatty. They're going to be someone that really likes to have a conversation. Okay, so if you are someone that is a bit quiet, you better buckle up for that, because this is the relationship where you can talk from sun up to sundown. All right, but you know, the sign on the third house, depending on what that sign is on the third house, will dictate a little bit more of the first meeting and the occurrence and who the partner is themselves. Okay, so let me know what that information is in the comments below, and I'll be able to write back to you exactly what the first occurrence may be when you meet the second partner or your, you know, the second marital partner and who they will be. But beyond that, just, you know, go to the coffee shops, go to the grocery store, go to the local bookstore. This will be where you may meet your second marital partner. Okay, so without further ado, I'm wishing you all the best and many blessings, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Let's say your ninth lord ruler sits in your fourth house within your birth chart. This is going to show that for you, you may meet your partner close to home, okay? Whether you visit the hometown that you are from, perhaps there is a, you know, high school reunion type of situation and you go back home to your roots. This is going to be very connected to your roots, all right? Or the home, or the family, or even the mother. All right, you may meet this person at their home, all right, or in your home. The first date, the first encounter could be outside of your home, in your yard, in your, you know, in your front lawn. It could be that type of situation where home is going to be a big, big symbol within the way you meet your partner. Perhaps you are throwing a gathering, a housewarming party, and a friend invites another friend, and that's how you meet your partner, or vice versa, right? Maybe you are a +1 to someone else's house party or housewarming, and you meet them in their home. You see, in the moment, in the story of how you meet your second marital partner, it's going to show that for you, home is going to be a big thing. Or it could also be through the mother, whether it's your mother or their mother, all right, is how you're going to meet your partner. This person will be very family oriented. They will also seek to nurture your inner emotions and be someone that is very tender and caring with you. They will also have somewhat of a paternal quality to them, okay, where they are almost like a mother or a father to you, all right? No matter what their gender is, they will kind of give that very paternal tone within the relationship where they want to take care of you, okay? And they will also value home and family, all right? They may want to start a family. They will be someone that really wants to have a family with you, build a family with you. They will be someone that is very domestic, okay? But do know that when you have your ninth lord ruler sitting in the fourth house, this is going to show that you will meet them at their home or your home, or through the mother, okay, or through the family. Maybe the mother hooks you up, whether it's their mother that hooks you up or your mother that hooks you up. It can go either way, but this is what will be seen when you have your ninth lord ruler sitting in the fourth house of the birth chart, okay? So This varies and changes depending on what the sign is on your fourth house. Okay, so what is the sign that is sitting on the fourth house? Let me know that in the comments, and I'll be able to better let you know exactly what the first meeting is of your second marital partner, okay, and who they'll be and how they'll be. Okay, so without further ado, I will see you on the next video. I'm wishing you many blessings. You know, stand outside of your house, invite people to your house, throw a party, because that will be how you meet your second partner. All right, bye. Let's say you have your ninth house ruler, the ninth lord ruler, sitting in the fifth house of the birth chart. Okay, so for you, this is going to show that you are going to meet your person while you are out having fun. Okay, perhaps at a concert, a theater show, a play, a Broadway show, something where something is being celebrated, right? A birthday party. What else? Ninth lord in the fifth house can show that this person will be very exuberant, very fun within who they are, right? You're gonna have to, so if you are someone who is a homebody and you have ninth lord sitting in the fifth house, this is, you got to get over that. Your person is outside, okay? They are in the streets. You got to be out there. This person is going to be someone who enjoys life, who wants to have fun, who wants to express their talents, okay? They may also be someone who gets a fair amount of attention. They may also be someone who's quite handsome, quite beautiful. This is what this would show when you have the ninth lord ruler sitting in the fifth house, okay? So my biggest assumption and intuition is going to lead towards you meeting this person at a party, at a, you know, at the club, where something is being celebrated, where something is being seen and shown and presented as far as like a show, a play, a concert. But anything where you are having fun in is where you will meet this person, okay? So get out there. Get out there. Now, what will change and vary and add on to this is the sign on your fifth house, okay? And because I don't know that information, you would have to let me know that in the comments. What is the sign on your fifth house when the ninth lord goes into the fifth house? Because it'll be through that sign that I'm able to see a little bit more detail of who this person is and how you will meet them. What will be the tone of this party that you are in? But do know that this is going to be in a social setting, okay? This is going to be outside. This is not going to be in the comfort of your home. You know, the universe isn't going to just manifest someone at your door with this placement. This is going to be a placement where you meet them out and about, where you are out having fun, where you are socializing. You could even meet them at your party, right? Maybe you are having a party at some venue or some club and they are a +1 of someone who has been invited, right? This is how you will meet your partner, okay? So get out there, have fun, go to the bar, go to the club, celebrate, enjoy yourself, because that is where you're gonna meet your second marital partner, okay? Let me know your unique details in the comments below, and I will see you on the next video, all right? Many blessings. Let's say you have your ninth lord ruler in the sixth house, meaning the ruler of your ninth house is sitting in the sixth house of the birth chart. This is going to show that you may meet your partner while you are getting your errands done during your day, okay? While you are getting things done during the day, you know, on the way to get coffee, you know, while you're getting your workout done at the gym, while you're at work, while you're getting your things done during the day is how you may meet your person. On your commute to work, this is how you may meet your person. You may also meet your person at work, okay? Whether you are meeting them through their work or they're meeting you through your work, okay? They could be a client, a coworker, a boss. This is what will be seen when your ninth lord ruler is going into the sixth house of the birth chart, okay? You may see this person as perfect. This person may see you as perfect, okay? Or a little critical. There could be a little bit of a balancing act of, oh my God, this person is critical, or this person is perfect. It could be that type of, you know, tug of war type of thing. This is also the type of relationship where each partner will want to support the partner to succeed. You know, this gives me the type of energy where, you know, you wake up and you are helping the person or driving the person to work, or you are someone that is cooking their meals and prepping them and coaching them to do A, B, and C at work so that they can succeed, and they're doing that to you, vice versa. This gives me almost kind of like power couple vibes, right? Where you know each partner is pulling the weight so that each of you can be successful within your life and within your day, all right? This person will try to motivate you to be your best. They will motivate you to go to the gym. They will motivate you to eat well. They will motivate you to be your best, if that makes sense, okay? So especially when it comes to career, okay? So sometimes this gives kind of like power couple vibes, but be warned, because sometimes when you have ninth lord in the sixth house, remember I said it's going to be that fine line between this person seeing you as perfect and wanting you to be perfect, and also being very critical at the same time. And that could also lead to, you know, issue, problems, and arguments and things of that nature. But more times than not, this person will want to serve you. They will want to help you, okay? So that is what you will see when you have the ninth Lord, ruler, sitting in the sixth house of the birth chart. Now, this can vary and change, and it can also expand on who this person is and what you both will be doing within the marriage, depending on the sign that's in the sixth house. And because I don't have your birth chart in front of me, you will have to go ahead and let me know that in the comments below. What is the sign on your sixth house when you have ninth lord going into the sixth house? Because it's going to be through that information that I'm able to see where exactly you will meet this person, how you'll meet this person, what this person will value, what the relationship will be like. But do know that just in a more general sense, this person is going to be met while you are getting things done during your day, and more than likely they will be met through your work, whether they are a client, a coworker, or a boss, or whether you are a client, coworker, or boss of theirs, okay? This is what will be seen when you have the ninth lord going into the sixth house, okay? So get out there a little bit more, you know. I wouldn't recommend usually hitting on your coworkers or your boss, but maybe with this placement, this would check out. You know, maybe if you have a crush on one of your coworkers, this could be one of those placements that could be confirmation for you that maybe you should pursue it or not. But yeah, this is what is seen when you have the ninth lord going to the sixth house. Let me know your unique details in the comments below, and I will let you know exactly what is going on for you and how you will meet your second marital partner, okay? You have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Let's say you have your ninth lord going into the seventh house of the birth chart, meaning the ruling planet of your ninth house is sitting in the seventh house. Okay, what will occur then? How will you meet your partner? So with this placement, with this position, this is going to show that for you, you are going to meet your partner outside, okay? They are out in the streets, they're out socializing. You will meet them in a social environment. You may find that this person shares a common friend as you. They could be met through a common friend, or they will be in a common industry as yourself, okay? That commonality will be there. They either will work in the same industry, or they will work in the same, or they will have a similar friend, a mutual friend as you do, okay? When you have the ninth lord in the seventh house, this also shows that for you, this person is going to value marriage. They are going to be someone who is going to want balance and harmony within the relationship. They aren't going to really want to fight. They're going to be someone that really does always want an air of equality and like equality and fairness and harmony and grace. They're just going to be someone that is very like that. They're also going to be very social. Okay, so this is what is being seen with the ninth lord in the seventh house. This is also one of the planets that, or positions that shows when you have the ninth lord going to the seventh house, that really, really does ensure second marriage, because you're going back into the seventh house of original marriage, right? So it may show that the second marriage may even be a little bit more blessed or graced when you have this placement or position, okay? So this varies and changes though, depending on the sign that is on your seventh house. What is the sign on your seventh house, okay? Because that will let me know who this person is and how they will be and what the values within the marriage will turn out to be, depending on the sign in the seventh house, all right? This also shows that when you have the ninth lord going into the seventh house, this person will be quite social, and they will also be quite beautiful or handsome. This is what this would show, okay, when you have the ninth lord going into the seventh house, okay? So without further ado, let me know what your unique details are on your seventh house. Let me know if there are some other planets within your seventh house. Also, again, you're gonna have to be someone that if you are a homebody, you got to get outside. You got to get outside. You got to go be in the streets. You got to be where the people are. You got to socialize, because it's going to be through that you meet your second marital partner. Okay, so without further ado, you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Let's say you have your ninth lord in the 8th house, okay? This is going to show that your second partner, your second marriage, will come at a time in your life of great transition and change and transformation in your life, okay? You will meet this person at that time in your life. You may also meet this person at a time like in a very secretive environment. You may meet them at night, okay? You may meet them in a very taboo situation. Maybe you meet this person in the dead of night for a hookup, right? And it blossoms into something more. This is what is being seen and expressed here when you have your ninth lord going into the 8th house. It also shows that this person could be someone who is really into the occult realms. They are into astrology. They are into spirituality. They were into psychology. They are into any of those scorpionic type of things, okay? This is what this person will show. It'll also show that this person will be very deep, okay? And they will also transform your life, all right? Not only will you meet them at a time of transition and change in your life, but they will swoop in and also change your life further, okay? Everything that you knew, everything that you were around, everything that you were about will change. There will be a big transformation that happens in your life, whether it be physically, spiritually, monetarily, all of it. It is all going to change. You're going to go through a massive transformation when you find your second marriage partner, okay? You're going to meet them at a time when things are changing for you. Now, I wish I could pinpoint a place for you. I kind of can. I mean, I feel like when you have the ninth lord going into the 8th house, this could indicate places that are quite taboo, like a nightclub, right? A strip club, anything at night, a VIP section of a back room in a restaurant or something. This is where you will meet your partner. Places where people don't quite frequent or don't have access to is where you will meet this person, okay? So this is how you will meet. This is where you will meet. This is who this person will be. What also will give me a little bit more detail within how you will meet your second partner, and also who they will be, would be the sign on your 8th house. What is the sign on your 8th house? Let me know that information in the comments below, because it'll be with that information that I can dive a little bit deeper for you and let you know exactly what your person will be, where you'll meet them, how they will be, what they will think about, you know, things of that nature. So let me know in the comments below, and let me know if this resonates with you. Are you excited to have a second marital partner that may change your entire life? You know, that may be someone that is into the occult, into videos like this. You know, you may get someone who is quite the Harry Potter, as I like to call it. They will be quite mystical. They will be someone that is very, very in touch, and, you know, may even have an air of influence and secrecy around them, all right? A tone of power about them, or mystique to their personality. Are you excited for that? Let me know in the comments below, and I will let you know exactly what could be going on in your second marriage when you have the ninth lord going into the 8th house, okay? So without further ado, I will see you on the next video, and you have a great day. Bye. Let's say you have your ninth lord ruler in the 9th house. That means the ruling planet of your 9th house is sitting in the 9th house, okay? This is going to show that for you, first and foremost, this is a very blessed position, because you're having the ninth lord in the 9th house for number one, right? So it shows that there will be great success within the second marriage. This would show that you may get the best, you may have a better second marriage than you did the first one, right? This also shows that for you, you may meet this person while you are learning something new or while you are traveling. Okay, this is how you will meet this person, is when you are in one of the two of those situations, or for both, right? It could show like a spiritual retreat that you meet this person on, or you are moving abroad to go learn something new. This is where you meet this person, okay? You could also meet this person in college. Perhaps you go back to college, or you are learning something new within a workshop. Something like that is how you will meet the partner, okay? This person will be quite philosophical. They may also be from a different race, different culture, different background than yourself. They could also be met through the father, whether it's your father or their father is how you will meet this person, okay? Or they will have a big connection to the father, all right? So that is what is being expressed here when you have the ninth lord in the 9th house. You will meet this person while traveling, learning something new. They will be very philosophical. They will also kind of want to be a guide or guru to you. They will be someone that wants to broaden your horizons, both spiritually and physically, right? You may also have to move in order to really lock down the marriage with this person, as far as relocating or uprooting your life to go be with this person. This is what would be seen here. But when you have the ninth lord in the ninth house, this does show that you may find marital bliss within this position, because it shows the ninth lord in the ninth house, which is very lucky. It's very blessed, okay? Perhaps your second marriage is a blessing to you, or it's a good luck charm to you, or it expands your life in some big way or vast way, is what is being expressed here when you have the ninth lord in the ninth house, okay? Now, what would help me better explain to you exactly the exact occurrence, who this person is specifically for you in your life, is that sign on your ninth house. What is the sign on your ninth house, okay? Because with that information, I would be able to dive a little bit deeper for you and give you exact details as to who your person will be, where you will meet them, what the environment will be, and so on and so forth, okay? So let me know in the comments below what that is, and I will write back to you what that can be for you, okay? But again, ninth lord and ninth house is quite a blessed position. It does ensure second marriage. You will have a second marriage, but you may need to travel a little bit more, okay? You may need to go on a little vacation. You may need to go learn something new, something that you've always wanted to brush up on or learn about. Go learn that thing, because that could be where you meet your partner. Go on that spiritual retreat. Go have that eat, pray, love moment that you've always wanted to have, or that Stella got her groove back moment. Go have that. And you may meet your partner through you going out and experiencing and seeing the world and traveling, okay? Because that is where and how you will meet your partner, okay? So without further ado, I will see you on the next video, and you have a great day. Many blessings to you. Bye. Let's say you have the ninth lord ruler going into the 10th house. This is going to show that you may meet your partner after the age of 30. So perhaps you met your partner your first marital partner, maybe you met them younger in age, right, before 30, and that didn't go well, and so now you are having another opportunity to meet your partner a little older in age, right? This is what this would show. After 30 is where you would meet the second marriage partner. It also shows that the second marriage partner could be met through your work that you are doing, okay? So they could be a client, a coworker, a boss. This also gives somewhat of what do you call it, power couple energy, right? You know, the couples that work together, where through marriage, the reputation of the both of you increases, okay? So perhaps you are someone that adds on to their reputation, or they are someone that adds on to your reputation. It's gonna be through second marriage if this happens for the both of you, okay? When you have the ninth lord going into the 10th house. Ninth lord in the 10th house shows that you may even have somewhat of a public type of marriage, where a lot of the world or a lot of the business knows about your marriage, or, you know, there's a big reputation around the marriage, okay? This also shows ninth lord in the 10th house could be seen that you meet the partner and they could be someone that is a client, coworker, or boss of yours, okay? They could be someone that you meet through work, all right? So perhaps they are a coworker of yours, perhaps they are a customer or a client that comes and panders to the business that you work for, or they could be a boss, right? This is what this can be seen or shown here when you have the ninth lord going into the 10th house, all right? This could also show that this could be somewhat of you marrying for business, you marrying for, you know, that tax break, or it could be a business type of arrangement more than it is for love at times, right? This could sometimes give that type of effect depending on the sign that is on the 10th house. Let me know, by the way, now that we're on the subject, what is the sign on your 10th house? Because it's going to be through you letting me know what the sign is on your 10th house that I am better able to let you know the exact details of how and who your second marriage partner will be in this life, okay? But do know that this person is going to be highly ambitious. This person may even have great influence within their career. They may also thrust you into the spotlight through the marriage and things of that nature. This is giving very Jay-Z, Beyonce power couple type of energy when you have the ninth lord going into the 10th house. And so, yeah, let me know your exact details, what the sign is on your 10th house. All I would have to say is, you know, look around within your business or within your, you know, job, and see if there are any potential suitors, whether it be through the clients, the customers, the coworkers. Is anyone kind of in your arena that you've kind of could look around and see if they are a potential for you, because this could be where you find your partner. It's going to be through work, okay? And when you meet this person, it will definitely increase the reputation of the both of you, all right? So buckle up for that. All right, you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Let's say you have your ninth lord going into the 11th house, meaning that the ruling planet of the sign that is on your ninth house is going into the 11th house. This is going to show that for you, you may meet your person at a time when you are chasing your dreams, okay? This could be a little bit later in life, okay? This could be, 35 onward is when you meet this second marital partner. This could also show that for you, you can meet your partner through a mutual friend or through a common organization or the industry that you are a part of. This also gives the potential to meet your person through social media, okay? Through the internet, through TikTok, through Bumble, through Hinge, Instagram, things of those natures is how you may meet your partner. You may find that your partner also works in a common industry as yourself, okay? Perhaps they share a mutual friend or they are in a common industry is how you'll meet this person. This person may also be someone that may have started out as a friend of yours, okay? Maybe they are a longtime bestie or best friend or longtime family friend of yours, and all of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, this person confesses for you that they have always felt that they were better for you than your first marriage and that you should give them a shot, right? It could turn into that type of situation when you have the ninth lord going into the 11th house, because the 11th house is all about friends, right? So either they start out as a friend, or it can show that within the marriage there is a foundational friendship that is protected and that is being built off of, as far as how you both relate with each other. This could also show that could be a very unique dynamic between the two of you, or the setup within the marriage, okay? Maybe it's not as conventional as marriage is seen in the world, okay? Perhaps you both don't sign papers, or you just have an agreement of, look, we don't need to put our marriage out there on paper. It doesn't need to be, what everyone else thinks is marriage, or how we think that marriage should be. Maybe you both come up with some type of new progressive way to marry, or to be considered to be together for life, or to be life partners, right? It'll be some type of unique and unconventional setup that works for the both of you. Okay, so that is what you can see when you have the ninth lord going into the 11th house of the birth chart. Now, what would also help me is if you were to let me know what the sign is on your 11th house, all right? What is the sign on your 11th house? Because that will let me know a little bit more unique information for you, a little bit more detailed information for you, specifically who this person will be, how you will meet them, what would be valued within the marriage, things of that nature. But do know that ninth lord in the 11th shows that you will meet this person at a time in your life. Perhaps within the second half of your life you will meet them. You would meet them also through a friend, or they would already be a friend. You would meet them within a common organization. They would work in a common organization, or be a part of a common organization, group, club, as you are already in. And they would also could be met through the internet, all right? And they would be very unconventional as far as how they want to relate, how they want to do things. Perhaps, again, perhaps you've learned what works and what doesn't for you within your first marriage, and so through that you build in your mind, okay, I know that in my first marriage I didn't like this setup, I didn't like these type of parameters that I was up under in my first marriage, and so going into my second marriage I want this, and I want that, and I need this, and I need that. And those things that you put out can be seen as unconventional, but they work for the both of you. You see? So that is what can be seen here when you have the ninth lord going into the 11th house of the birth chart, okay? So let me know your unique details in the comments below, and I will let you know exactly what could be going on for you within your second marriage, and who your second marital partner will be, and how you will meet them, and what they will be like. And without further ado, I will see you on the next video, right? You have a blessed day. Bye. Let's say you have your ninth lord sitting in the 12th house, meaning that the ruling planet of your ninth house sign is sitting in the 12th house. This is going to show that for you, this is going to show that you can meet your partner in a very religious or spiritual environment. Perhaps you meet them at church. Perhaps you meet them, at a synagogue. Perhaps you meet them while traveling, okay? Perhaps you meet them abroad while you are off in some spiritual, temple. this is where you could meet this partner, or a spiritual city of some kind. This also shows that your partner could be met while you are, this person could be very spiritual, okay? They'll be very spiritual, they'll be very in touch with spirituality, they'll be very connected to spirituality, things of that nature can be seen. This person will also aim to be very healing and creative with you. Ninth Lord going into the 12th can also show that, like I said, you could meet this person while you are settling in a foreign land, or while you are traveling in a foreign land. So if you are someone that never travels, this is your sign to get out and see the world a little bit, you know, to go on that spiritual retreat. All right, this could give that type of flair and energy of maybe you meet this person on a spiritual retreat, right? Because you are blending spirituality and travel together, which is what the 12th house is all about as well. Okay, you could also meet this person like on big bodies of water. Perhaps you're taking a cruise, right? Perhaps you are, you know, on a cruise ship and you meet this person. But more so than not, this person is going to be quite spiritual. You will meet this person perhaps behind closed doors a little bit, or things will be a little shrouded in secrecy a tad bit, but this is how you will meet this person, okay? Now, what would give me a little bit more information for you is if you were to give me the sign on your 12th house, all right? What is the sign on your 12th house? Because it's going to be with that information that I'm able to dive a little bit deeper for you and let you know exactly who your person will be, what they will be like, where you will meet them. All right, but generally, just generally speaking, when you have the 9th Lord going to the 12th house, this person is going to be very spiritual. You may meet them at a church, while traveling, while doing something spiritual, at a concert of some kind, perhaps even at like a spiritual type of festival. Okay, something like Hillsong comes to mind, or a concert of some kind where they're playing music, because that is a big factor. Or while you are doing something to heal yourself or rejuvenate yourself, or while traveling, okay? And this person will be very mystical. They'll be very spiritual, okay? They'll carry a very Piscean flair about them, okay? So without further ado, I will see you on the next video. I'm wishing you all the best and many blessings, and you take care. Bye.